Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to CRN. We are back with the Smoky Mountain Grassroots Racing Dirt League. Tonight, we have the 305s at a world-renowned track. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Not me, because I'm not a dirt guy, but it's dirt. I mean, anybody who likes dirt is always going to want to run here at Knoxville. But before we get into Knoxville, I got a very special guest, somebody that runs in core racing, runs in Lucky Dog, that I'll be in the broadcast booth tomorrow night with, and that's going to be the number 124, or the number 24, the number 193. That's going to be AJ Connors. AJ, how you doing out there, buddy?
Hey Dylan, how's it going? Thanks for letting me be a part of this. Really excited to call the race with you tonight.
Oh, it's definitely going to be fun. You know, you haven't really been in the broadcast booth, but man, I'm telling you, once you get into the used to being in the broadcast booth, you're going to want to broadcast more than you want to race. I'm sorry to say. I know a lot of people do love racing, but I'm telling you, I've been broadcasting since February of last year, and I'm just like, you know what? I kind of like broadcasting more than I like racing as of right now. But, you know, a lot has changed with the dirt style, okay? The tire wear matters in dirt. You know, dirt got a big overhaul with this past update. And tire wear wasn't really a big thing. Now, you got tire wear. So that's going to be something out here to watch, especially at Knoxville. I don't know if you have been able to run any official races here at Knoxville or even put in a lot of laps here, but Knoxville is one of those tracks where down on the inside, that's where you're going to want to be. Use that berm on the inside to your advantage. Once that goes away, you're going to start seeing a lot of drivers go towards the top, run that cushion, keep the car as straight as you possibly can, just because, one, you're in the 305, two, not a lot of horsepower, but thankfully the guys over at Elite Performance Industries, Mr. Sean English and Devin Morgan, gave us the opportunity for the dirt late model setups, the pro late model setups, and the 305. So that's going to be something fun with that. So they're not on the original iRacing setup. They're on that setup. So that's always something fun here to watch. And tell you what, 15 seconds left into qualifying, and right now this field is looking a lot of spiciness right now, and I'm thinking over under probably 5 to 6 yard sales tonight.
For sure, yeah, it's looking pretty tight up here at the top. So it should always make for some good, exciting, close racing here.
It is, as first heat race already getting ready to start, and 24 make it to the main. So, depending on how many people did register for tonight's race, some people may be packing their bags and going on home. Come back next week with the pro late models and go from there. You know, it's just something that the admins thought about and they put it to it. But I'm going to go ahead and get you the starting lineup here for heat race number 1. First is going to be Sam the Governor Lawson. Second is going to be Chummy Miller. Third, Gary Mansberger. Fourth is going to be Joe Morant. Fifth is going to be Josh Lockwood. Sixth will be Nicholas Lamb. And seventh will be Michael Millage. A couple of new guys out here giving us a show in the 305s. Can't wait to see what is going to happen here tonight as Sam Lawson put it on a pole for the first heat race, as Christopher Cash initially put it on the pole, so he's going to bypass the whole heat races and everything there. He's going to go straight to the feature tonight.
Oh, how about that? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, you almost want more track time, but it's always good to be locked in and on the pole.
Yeah, you know, it's always good to be locked in and on the pole, but you know, if you can get the track time, it's always worth it. But for me, I every time I qualify or get into any style of racing, I am going to try to get that pole as quickly as I possibly can, because you may never know. You get stuck back in traffic, you might not be able to get all the way through the traffic. That's the bad part about it. You start towards the back, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a little bit harder to pass traffic, kind of like Wednesday nights in the late model stocks. You get stuck in traffic, you're pretty much stuck there until the driver in front of you makes that mistake.
Yeah, track position's always king, so you always gotta bet on that route and plan your strategy accordingly to get there in the end.
Yeah, definitely have to do that. As looking at the YouTube comments, Dirt Dogs International Racing Network, let's get it. Yeah. And let's go from the governor, number 24. Governor Sam Lawson, starting on a pole here tonight. And initial start is going to be on the green flag. Any restart after that is going to be on leader and whenever he wants to go. But if I have any money on a heat race win, it's going to be that number, I would say number 44. He's shown some real fast talent here. As looks like Nicholas Lamb and Michael Elledge was not able to get to the start, so they're going to go all the way to the alphabet soup, the C, the D, the C, the B, and then make it to the A. So, you do a little bit of alphabet soup, going to take the top 24 to the feature. Pace truck lights are off. Going down the backstretch in turn 3 and 4, Sam Lawson going to lead these gentlemen to the green flag. Him and Chubby Miller on the outside front row. Green flag is waving. We're back to racing here at Knoxville for the Smoky Mountain Dirt League. As Joe Morant, using that outside to his advantage, wants to get a good enough run, get familiar with the car. And so far, keeping it about 2 lanes up from that inside. And I think with the fresh track state, with what we have right now, I think that inside lane is where you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice that everyone's still spaced out here, keeping it clean, getting the laps underneath them, feeling it out, seeing what they got for the rest of the race.
Yeah, definitely want to get spread out, get some more track time along with these drivers, because half these drivers that you get into a race with, they're going to make the feature. So you always want to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, I should say, as a lot of these drivers have had some run-ins, but still they see each other every week and they act as a family. So want to give a big shout out to those drivers for keeping it pretty partial with each other. Also, want to give a big shout out to Lobster Boys Food Truck for coming on board for this season. 25 Cinematography coming on board as sponsors. Elite Performance Industries powered by the shop. Can't thank enough for Sean English and Devin Morgan for coming on board. Devin making the pro late model setups, and a Sean English Racing making the 305 sets. I am a truck dev driver for Elite Performance Industries. Hands down, exactly what I like running, and just the amount of help that they give each other is absolutely amazing. But check it up on the race leader, by the way, Sam Lawson. And another zip code. Says, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this heat race win number 1 out of the way. Move immediately to the feature, as Sam has put on a 1.2 second gap on Chummy Miller in that number 6 machine. As Chummy Miller kind of holding off Gary Mansberger, got a little bit of a gap, but Gary just not able to get the power down, get to the back bumper, as Chummy Miller had a little bit of a slip up there, but checkered flag is out, and it's going to be Sam Lawson with the first win here tonight. Chummy Miller coming home key number 2. Yeah, see, everybody, with dirt, there's obviously you're going to have a little bit of bumping and banging. It's going to happen, but nonetheless, still a very clean race. Getting ready for heat race number 2. It's going to be Sam Baumgarten in the number 91 starting off P number 1. PJ Popham in P number 2. Jaden Lapp in 3rd. Dustin Lamb in 4th. Mark Ouellette in 5th. And rounding out your 6-car heat race is going to be Jacob Lamb in the number 20. Drivers already in the cars and getting ready to start their pace laps in just an absolute beautiful number 91 machine, as we're going to go ahead and take a look at this number 91. Mullet Music Productions, CJR Graphics, Patriot Auto. It's just a lot of different stuff on that car. And I think, if I have to say, Sam Baumgarten has the best looking car out here tonight. Other than this man back here, Jacob Lamb, the number 20. He's got a dog on the side of that car. He's a dog, you know what I'm saying? He's a dirt dog entertainment, it looks like, sitting on that side. But, nonetheless...
Oh, yeah, he looks like he's ready to eat.
Oh, yeah. Jacob Lamb, one of the nicer guys out here. Always a good guy to be around. And always keeps it positive, no matter what the situation. But, whoa, Barney, hello. Barney's got the green flag up in the air. Pace truck down into pit lane. You see the 305s kind of blurry coming into the picture. They're going to go back to racing here momentarily. Sam Baumgarten leading them to the green flag, but PJ Popham using that outside to his advantage. Was so far Sam trying to get the edge on the number 2 machine, just not able to do so. Give the advantage to the number 2 side by side, but here comes Jaden Lapp down to the inside trying to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, this is a nice battle early on in this heat race.
Nice battle indeed, as that 2's got the top side cleared out, as he's going to take the lead on the outside. We didn't see that in heat race number 1, but heat race number 2, you're going to see that outside with the little bit of a roll, as Jaden Lapp holding on to P number 3. Sam following the number 2's footsteps, using that outside to his advantage. Back here, though, Dustin Lehman, that number 10 GoDaddy look-alike machine, has Dubby on the side of that number 10 305 sprint car. He's riding around in P number 4. He's kind of riding up and above that slick as, Jacob Lamb into the wall with the right side, able to bounce off and keep that number 20 going. But it's all PJ
just so
Popham.
Easy to do that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so easy to do that.
Especially in an open-wheel car, it's even worse. I mean, you collect the wall just by a mere smidge. Sometimes you're going to go flip it. So, definitely going to be something to keep an eye out on, as a big run from Sam Baumgarten. Not able to get to the back bumper. He's using that inside to his advantage. Going to be side by side. Right up off the corner. He's not going to get clear. Now the 2's going to go down. Yeah, he moved down to take the defensive route. That's going to push him up, but he almost gets into the wall. Still going to be side by side into turn number 3. Sam Baumgarten.
What a great race.
This is going to be a photo finish for the heat race wins. Can Sam use that inside to his advantage? Got a little bit two-sided. Was going to lose a little bit of momentum. Side by side, final lap. Who's going to get it? Sam Baumgarten powering around PJ Popham, but Popham down to the inside. Drag race. It's going to be Sam with the heat race win by 0.075 of a second.
That was a great finish. Nice and clean, too, between those guys.
That was an absolute phenomenal finish, as we're going to go ahead and let these guys go out here for their warm-up, and we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Feature time here. 30 laps on the pylon. Going to go ahead and run down our starting lineup here for tonight's feature race. First is going to be Christopher Cash in the number 69. Second will be Lucas Whitehead. Third is going to be Jason Haynes. Fourth, Samuel Lawson. Fifth will be Sam Baumgarten. Sixth, Chummy Miller. Seventh, PJ Popham. Eighth, Gary Mansberger. Ninth, Jaden Lapp. 10th will be Joe Morant. 11th will be Dustin Lamb. 12th is going to be Josh Lockwood. 13th, Jacob Lamb. And rounding out your 14th is going to be Nicholas Lamb. 15th, Mark Ouellette. 16th, rounding out your 16-car field, will be Michael Elledge. Well, AJ, right now, without these drivers even making a lap, I need you to give me a dark horse and give me a favorite if you've been following along for the first couple weeks.
Well, looking at the points here, I'm going to go with a favorite of Mr. Well, he's not here. But I mean, the number 2 was really fast in his heat. I mean, and you know, just a quick little mistake. He was up a little higher and he got past. So I'm thinking he's gonna be a good dark horse tonight for the win.
Well, I think favorite, I'm going to have to go with Sam Baumgarten. Dark horse, be the number 3 machine. No, I can't really do the front row. Can't do front row. Okay.
Yeah.
So, favorite is going to be Sam. The dark horse, though, I got to go with the PJ Popham. I mean, the dude was absolutely killing it in that heat race. But pace truck is off. We're getting ready to go racing here for 30 laps at Knoxville. Barty's got the green flag in his hand. We're getting ready to go back green, and we are back to racing here for feature event at Knoxville. Chris Cash, Lucas Light Whitehead leading them off to the green flag. The 3 wide already out of turn number 2. And you can see them all down through the corners.
Oh, contact.
Big wreck there. As that will bring out our first caution. As that involved the race leader, Christopher Cash. So we're going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay, see what happens to the number 69. Going to go ahead and slow it down for everybody. As he gets down in the corner, looks like the 66. Yeah, I think he just caught that. Oh, yeah, look at him. He caught that slick. Sam Baumgarten. Popham. Nowhere to go. Do we get a yard sale? Do I hear a yard sale? Going once, going twice. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yard sale is intact. Sam Baumgarten lost the front nose piece.
The commentator's curse strikes again.
Yeah, so Sam, if you're listening, make sure you sign that puppy and get us an so we have an autograph so we can sell it at our next auction. Because yard sales, everybody knows, yard sales here mean a lot to a lot of people. So make sure you get those yard sale equipment going. But
always looking for the good deals.
Always looking for the good deals. And AJ, I got some good deals for you, man. You always be repping that Jeff Gordon scheme. And I'd say it every week. You got the best looking scheme out there. I am totally not biased. I may be a Gordon fan, but I'm not biased. But, you know, that's just me. I'm a Gordon fan. I like Gordon. That's just how it goes.
Yep, and not all heroes wear capes. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Some wear flame fire suits.
Yeah, that's it's always good to see what kind of paint scheme you're running, especially on Wednesday night. So
I'm loving this 3 cars paint scheme. That is a really sharp looking hot rod.
Mr. Lucas Whitehead going to lead these drivers to the green flag as Jason Haynes quickly moves his way up to P number 2. Lucas Whitehead going to go put it to the floor super early. He's going to get be able to get checked out. Sam the Governor Lawson already up to P number 3. As look at here, Chummy Miller into the wall, able to get it back off, but back towards the back. We got 3 wide conditions as Chris Cash bounced out of that situation. PJ Popham trying to get himself back up towards the front after being involved in that first lap caution. Sam Baumgarten trying to do the same thing. Joe Morant, you see him, he's got a little bit of front nose wing damage as well. But you see different lines coming from different drivers. Some run to the bottom, some run to the top, some are running the middle. But so far, everybody's just going out here, getting some laps in underneath their belt. As we're going to ride on board with the number 013. Let's pick the gyro cam. Yeah, gyro cam looks good. As looking on there, you can see he's trying to keep the car as straight as he possibly can, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's super weird how to do it. I'm not a dirt guy. If I'm going to run dirt, I'm going to run the 410s. I don't really run a lot of the 305s.
It's a lot of finesse, and these guys are all doing a really good job of keeping it straight and just trying to keep their momentum up. Hoping the guy in front of them makes that little bobble that they can just capitalize on it, make the quick pass without having to lose their momentum and fall further back.
Yeah, especially in the 305, that's all this car is based off of is momentum, because of it doesn't have the amount of power that most cars have. As we got a slide job from the number 10. He made it work. I wish I had a different camera angle of it, but that was a beautiful slide job right to the
nice
front
battle
bumper
going on here.
Yeah, it's a great battle back here. Gary Mansberger, the 10, the 91, the 2, 4-car battle. So far, it's Dustin Lamb leading this train. Dustin Lamb's got the track figured out. You already see the track starting to get a little bit blue. Down to the inside is Nicholas Lamb. Tags the wall down on the inside. But it's Gary Mansberger getting ready to get passed by our 2 faster guys that went and 1-2 in heat race number 2. Gary's going to slide up, going to tag the 10, able to save it.
Nice save.
Absolutely phenomenal driving by those 2 gentlemen. I thought for sure somebody was getting turned there, but they're almost 3 wide. Jacob Lamb. Nope, went the wrong way. Sam Baumgarten. Down to the inside, and PJ Popham to the top shelf. Not able to get it done. This is what happened last race in the heat race 2. Slide job, rebuttal, now crossover. Comes the number 2. Now Sam, stuck on the outside. PJ Popham, down to the inside. He's going to throw a little bit of a slider on the number 91.
There must be a magnet connecting these 2 cars together, because they are right on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean, PJ Popham, a newcomer to the series and the league, trying to show his dominance. We had another new race winner last week, as last week was the Pro Late Models, and Race Llewellyn was able to get the win. And look how much drive that 91 had to get out of the throttle, had to burp it just a little bit so he didn't run over the back of that number 2 machine. Looking back up front, Lucas Whitehead in the Winston number 3. Holding it down on the front row. And
he still can't make a bobble. He still can't make a bobble. He's still followed pretty closely. I
tell you what, he's got a lot of confidence in that number 3 machine to keep that car in the slick and do what he needs to do. And in certain camera angles, AJ, you can see how much he's really using and turning that wheel. And it's just the smallest little bits, and he's able to keep it as straight as he possibly can and keep that momentum up.
Yeah, I wonder how much he's actually looking in his rear view there to just try to keep the momentum, from the guy behind him, keep him behind him and block his run,
Yeah, with me, when I know there's somebody behind me, I get caught up looking in that mirror. The top 2 hit the wall. Able to keep it going, and now it's pressure time. Jason Haynes is giving him all the pressure that he can handle. But it's still going to be Lucas Whitehead with the race lead. As looking at the track map, you got some guys in a good battle, and then you got others that are locked together in a bigger battle. As Jason Haynes gets to the outside of Lucas Whitehead, not able to make it happen, but he's going to have a great run off. Lucas, what do? He's not going to block the run, wants to give him the outside, wants to keep that inside to himself. He says, you know what, man, if you're going to pass me, you're going to do it on the outside, but I'm not going to give it to you. And that's exactly what he's doing. While this battle's going on, we're going to check in with the number 44 machine, the Governor, and we're going to ride on board the nose as the dirt flies up, kicks you in the mouth. But nonetheless, still doing what they need to do, as Jason Haynes almost gets that pass done, and he is your race leader now.
8 laps to go, so you gotta really, you really gotta start applying the pressure and make it happen here.
Yeah, getting all the pressure he can have. As Jason Haynes able to make the top shelf work. All you gotta do is just have a little bit of commitment to that outside, and it can do you some justice. As looking back here with Jacob Lamb, not having a stellar night for himself. He's back here in P number 10. You got Lamb, and Lamb. The 3 Lamb brothers all out to lunch with each other, as it looked like Sam Lawson was losing a little bit of connection there. As Chubby Miller sitting P number 4. He's got a PJ Popham all over his back bumper. Slide job central from PJ. Can he make it stick? He does make it stick down to the inside. PJ Popham up to P number 4. Now to see where that puts him now is, yeah, Sam Lawson is not in the race anymore. Not sure where Sam Lawson has went, as his night is over. But Joe Morant using that outside. He's a little bit slower, wants to stay out of the way of the faster cars, so he's doing what he needs to do. But look at PJ Popham down to the inside. Slide job for P number 2. Is it going to be enough?
Nice.
No, he's going to be side by side, but another slide job. As PJ.
Man, hopefully my dark horse can make me look good here.
Yeah, so far he is. I mean, he's got that number 2 machine rolling. Biggest battle is going to be right here for P number 1, PJ Popham, out of nowhere.
2 to go.
2 laps to go, and if you're Jason Haynes, you're all over that mirror looking, seeing what he's doing, trying to mimic that slide job down to the inside for the race lead. PJ Popham not able to make it clear just this time, but he's going to have the advantage going into turn number 1. Slide job, rebuttal, crossover now from the 66. And now PJ's up on the outside. Slide job. He's going to slow it down, crossover, down to the inside. 1 lap to go. This race is official.
Caution.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not a fit. No. Oh, that was going to be beautiful. Oh, no.
When did the caution come out?
Caution came out right before the leaders took the white flag.
Oh, boy.
So, man, oh, man. Go on back and watch a quick CRN replay. I seen it had to do with the number 3. If I can find the number 3. Lucas Whitehead. I seen that he was stopped on the racetrack. Not sure what happened to the number 3 machine. But going to go ahead and look here. He's using that outside to his advantage. Oh, just gets a little bit too sideways.
Yeah, just trying to get it on the last lap, just trying to give it everything it's got.
Maybe did one of the Lamb brothers wreck? I'm looking at all the Lamb brothers here just to make sure. Oh yeah, it actually was the Lamb brothers. Give me one quick second. All right, here we go. So Jacob Lamb in the number 20 machine, rolling the outside. Turns it just a little bit tad too late. Straight to the wall he goes. Going to tap it with the rear end. And he's just going to lock it on down. And right here, that number 51 or 5, just nowhere to go. He's going to collect him. Chris Cash coming up on it. He's going to be able to get around it, but AJ, I don't know about you. Oh, man. The 747 getting collected in that. I don't know about you, but these last 2 laps are going to get spicy.
Yeah, I love it. These guys are putting on a great show and really clean, and should be really exciting to see how they finish up.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's going to be spicy. It's just going to be an all-around brawl as we're back to green flag racing. Looking like the 66 got a better jump, but PJ Popham, you see him, what he could do. Can he get down to the inside? He's there. Is he going to have enough? Going to be a drag race for the feature win. It's going to be Jason Haynes bringing home the checkered flag with PJ Popham. P number 2, and I think these drivers are still racing. They think they got more laps to go. Slide job after slide job. And PJ Popham going to bring it home P number 2. Lucas Whitehead going to bring it home P number 3. So Lucas Whitehead, even though he started on top shelf on the outside pole, only lost 1 position throughout the whole race. So still a good race for a lot of these drivers. Actually, we can't say it for a lot of the drivers. Every driver out here did absolutely phenomenal. It was an absolute blast of a race. Like, these drivers did what they needed to do. They got the job done.
Yeah, a lot of green flag runs, which is always good. So I'm sure they had a really, fun time, actually getting the race a lot, and then really exciting finish.
We're going to go ahead and rewind this just a little bit. Slow it on down. Get our 3rd place finisher and bring him on into the booth. Get this to work real quick. Top 3, let me find. All right, joining us now is going to be, where did he go? I put him in the wrong room. Put him in the wrong room again. All right, finally. Joining us now is going to be the number 3 machine. That's going to be Lucas Whitehead. Lucas, this is Dylan and AJ Connors in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Lucas. You qualified your way in all the way to the feature. Didn't have to worry about running any of the consolation races or the heat races. What was your strategy for the feature race here tonight?
I really didn't have a strategy. I don't have a lot of experience in dirt cars. It's my first ever league race in dirt of anything. I just felt like I was quick in practice the other night, and I just tried to stay on that low side. I didn't really catch onto the track changing as quick as the other guys did. They was able to move up a line and get a little bit more momentum on me, and I was just trying to run a clean race and have a good finish for my first time.
You did exactly what you needed to do. You had the early advantage. I thought for sure it was a locked-up win in your book. How bad did that track change throughout the run? Because, I mean, it seemed like just barely the slightest little bit, and that track changed 100% all the way through.
Yeah, definitely that low line was where I was comfortable at, the speed and stuff, but it just, throughout that run, it got too slick, and I had a couple of bobbles trying to save it, and I was able to give the other guys a good run on me to gain some ground back up on me, and by the time I tried to slide up, it was just too late. I couldn't catch back up to them and do anything else with them.
Yeah, you try to do everything you possibly could. I seen your rear end started to step out on you just a little bit, but nonetheless, Lucas, you did a fantastic job here tonight. First race out, P3. Who do you got on that number 3 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
I just want to give a shout out to Chris Cash. He's done a great job throwing us all together, and has a great group of guys here running in this league. It's one of the better leagues, in my opinion, out there right now. And then plus you all on the broadcast, you guys do a phenomenal job, and really appreciate it.
All right, Lucas, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that third place finish here tonight, and we will hopefully talk to you again next week.
Sounds good, buddy. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, that's going to be our third place finisher. We're going to go ahead and get our second place finisher up here in the broadcast booth. That's going to be PJ Popham. And I think no better way than having a PJ up here in the broadcast booth. I think, AJ, since this was your dark horse or your favorite, I think you should take away our P2 victory here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity. So, PJ, you had a great heat race. We watched that. Came down to the last lap, and then the main event. Tough luck in the beginning there, but you rallied back for second. How does it feel?
Well, pretty good. First night in the league, we was trying to keep it clean, and just unfortunate to get caught up in that first lap incident. So, but as the track started to slick away, that's really when the car came to life, and I was able to really, pick up some positions. It was a little faster than Jason there at the end, but just ran out of laps.
Yeah, what was going through your mind when that caution came out at the end there? It was, you guys were really battling hard, and then at first, I didn't even know really when the caution came out. I don't know if it was at the very last lap and that was over, or what was going on? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, we were coming to the white flag when we got the caution. I definitely did not want to see the caution. I had the bottom and 3 and 4 working really good. If we could have just went through 1 and 2 right behind Jason there, I think we would have had something for him in 3 and 4. So we almost got him there on the restart, but he held us off. Good run by Jason. So
yeah, absolutely, and great recovery by you, and way to pick up on the track change in there. It really seemed like you were able to get your line better, keep moving up through the pack. Is there anybody you'd like to thank on your car today? Anyone that helped you get where you're at today?
Yeah, I got to thank all my sponsors: Redline Race Design, Pacer Sign Design, DM Race Engines, Upfront Bodies, Flawless Auto Body, Sullivan Brothers Construction, Realtor Dusty Popham, Elysian Salon, my girlfriend Katie, and my dad. So couldn't do it without those guys.
All right, and hey, I picked you as my underdog today, so thank you for making me look good up here in my first broadcast with Dylan.
Absolutely, man. I wish we could have got one more for you.
Yeah.
All right, PJ, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate this second place finish here tonight. But before we let you go, are we going to see you in a pro late model next week?
Yes, I will. I will definitely try to be in a pro late model next week. I'm not as good in those as I am the 305. So,
I mean, you're doing better than me, so that's all that matters. All right.
Yes.
All right, PJ. Well, congratulations on the top 3 here tonight, and we'll be seeing you again next week.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
All right, AJ, that's going to be our second place finisher of PJ Haynes, PJ Popham. Wow. Reading SDK and trying to move people just doesn't mix. But now we're going to move on to the man of the hour. The man, the myth, the legend, the number 66, Jason Haynes. This is Dylan and AJ in the booth. Got a copy.
I got you guys.
All right, AJ. You came out here, show these Americans what's up. I'm just kidding. Anyways, you came out here. For one, you had a great heat race. You finished fairly well. And the start of that feature, you somehow got around that debacle there in the beginning and caught Lucas Whitehead, used the outside tier advantage, got around Lucas, and I thought once you got around Lucas, you were just going to check out. You kind of did, and then all of a sudden that number 2 machine started piling up closer and closer and closer until that final lap, you guys throwing haymakers at each other. That has got to be the most exciting racing I've ever seen. That was like a Tony Stewart, if Tony Stewart's still dirt midget racing, and Kyle Larson. That would be my 2 people to say, like, hey, you know what? That's Kyle Larson, and that's Tony Stewart right there throwing haymakers at each other.
Well, I'll take that compliment any day of the week. I'm no Kyle Larson, but I've run a lot of laps here, and I just knew that top was going to come in eventually, so I stuck to it.
Yeah, I think you were probably the only driver that actually stuck to the outside there. And, I mean, you're seeing a lot of 3 wide towards the back. And, honestly, I mean, I'm honestly surprised that race went as green as it possibly did. And were you happy to see that yellow flag there on just before you took the final lap? Or were you wanting it to go green to see how it finished out?
No, I wanted it to go green. I don't like finishing under yellow with a 1 lap to go dash like that, but I'll take it. I would have rather run it out and seen it was going to be a photo finish at the line. That was a given. Just how we were sliding each other and stuff, it was really tight, and I knew he was coming. It was just I didn't really change my line until I seen him coming, and that kind of slowed me down and just affected the handling of the car. So if it wasn't for PG, I probably would have had a little bit of a bigger lead, but I'll take it wherever I can get it.
Exactly. Obviously, the competition in here. I know it as well because I get to watch it every week instead of being down there in the race with you. But you got to take them when you can because they're not going to come easy. And finally, we can sit here and say, you know what, Jason, you have won here tonight. It's not the Pro Late Model, but it is a 305. It's still a win in the books. Next week, though, Pro Late Models, now you get fenders. You can beat and bang a little bit more. 305s can't really do that. But before we let you get on out of here, Jason, is there anybody on that number 66 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank Jaden at Elite Artworks for doing the wrap for me. It's pretty sick. I like it. Miller Time Motorsports, Millard Racing, Fountain Tire, United Safety, and my wife and just everybody that kind of races with me. I've done a lot of racing, and it's still a learning thing. Just trying to keep learning and getting faster as I get higher into the iRating here.
Heck yeah. Well, sir, I appreciate you coming on board, doing what you're doing out here. Can't wait to see what you do next week, and we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that win here tonight, and we'll be seeing you again next week.
Have a great week, guys. Thanks for the host.
No
Yeah,
problem.
congratulations.
All right, AJ, that's going to do it for our top 3 here tonight. As what an amazing race by all of these drivers. It's absolutely phenomenal. No ARCA Menard series, which AJ, if you were in the ARCA, since you're in the ARCA series, you would have been racing here tonight. But they took a week off. No racing for the Core Racing League. But tomorrow night, you're going to see myself in the broadcast booth with myself. I almost said I had somebody in there, but no. It's myself with the Lucky Dog Racing League as they go to Southern National next week tomorrow in the late model stock. Thursday night, you're going to have the Dirt 4 Beginners League at Core Racing League. I believe I think all of Core is on a bye week. Friday night, you're going to have 2 broadcasts on Friday and Saturday. You have Feg Custom PC Money Races on Friday and Saturday. Friday will be Jimmy Covert in the broadcast booth with Derek Sherman. Saturday will be myself at the broadcast booth and possibly AJ too. So make sure you guys look out for that. We're going to be in collaboration on that. And then Sunday night, I'm going to be back in the broadcast booth with the Core Premier Series, a doubleheader. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be great. The Lotus 49, the Lotus 79 at Indianapolis, my home track, the Big Oval, not the road course, not what NASCAR runs, the actual Big Oval. Can't wait for that one. Doubleheader on Sunday night. And then we're back here on CRN on Monday night with the Core GT Series, as Carl Hedwerk and Mark Thomas bring you the live coverage from that. Tuesday night, back here with the Smoky Mountain Grassroots Racing League on Tuesday night. That's going to do it for myself and AJ Connors. Want to make sure everybody is out there having a fantastic week so far. Can't thank all 678 subscribers that have liked, share, subscribe to the channel. We're up to 7 days a week on broadcasting. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, share with your dog, your cat, your mom, your dad, your hamster, your gerbil, your toilet, your pillow, your bed, your boss, anybody you can think of. Make sure you share it around. And if you guys are looking to get your league involved with CRN, make sure you drop us a like or drop us a message on Facebook at Core Racing Network CRN for any future broadcasting relations. But want to give a big shout out to Lobster Boys Food Truck, 25 Cinematography, Elite Performance Industries, powered by the shop. Want to give them a big shout out as well. But that's going to do it for myself and AJ Connors. Make sure you take care. Brush your hair.